Now, this man made some of the worst mistakes that you could ever make when you're dating or you're trying to get into a relationship, or even in this case, get back with a woman in a relationship. When I say these things are terrible, they are terrible. And we're going to break down every single thing he did and every single mistake that he made. It's a couple of mistakes. So the first mistake is the things he bought her. He bought her, let's call it just two things. He bought her two things. The third thing is the worst thing that we're going to break down. But the two things that he bought her, let's break that down in the beginning. Then we'll get to the other one. But let's start off with some ground level stuff. Let's start off with the basis. So he meets a girl and they end up not speaking on a consistent basis, but he met her. Let's say if he met her in January, they knew each other. Let's say that they went on a date before within the first 3 months. After the first 3 months, he asked her to be his girlfriend, which she denied. That right there should tell you more than whatever you need to know. But this man did not do this. This man took no for an answer for a little bit, then came back. He came back about, let's say, 6 months after that. So at this point, it's 9 months after. He asked her, hey, you want to go to a baseball game? Just randomly hit her up. She said, okay. And she went to that baseball game with this man. It's a red flag right there. One thing that he didn't understand, which a lot of guys are not understanding, is if a woman denies you something from before, it has to be a certain reason for her to accept something else from you later on down the line. That reason is not you. So in that instant, she only went with him because she basically just wanted to go to a baseball game. She didn't go to be with him. That was number one. So if he would have asked and say, hey, let's go to Chili's. Let's go to a cheap restaurant. She'd have been like, no, because she don't want to be with him. But if he could entertain her in some manner that she might like, then it would make sense for her to say, okay. And I think this guy knew that. Keep in mind, this woman, she is a pretty woman. And this man made his first mistake by one, asking her to be his girlfriend, which is like a whole nother subject, but should never ask a woman to be your girlfriend because it doesn't make sense, because humans are going to do whatever they want to do anyway. And women naturally will stop talking and cut everybody off if they actually like you. This is without any commitment. She would ask you, what are we doing here? I want to be something more than just a person you're talking to. So that would be on her. By you asking a woman, should she be your girlfriend or can she be your girlfriend, is basically saying that you want to do more for her. That's basically what that's saying. Because the basis of that question is basically saying, I want to take you more seriously. Do you want to take me more seriously? Being that you ask is you that have to do more for her, not her changing anything. Because you don't go to a woman and say, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? And say like, all right, now being that you say yes to this and you want to be my girlfriend, this is the rules that you have to do now. This is what this entails. I need dinner at this time. I need you to do this, that, and the third for me. It don't go like that. But on the opposite end, by you asking that and you making that agreement official, it would be basically saying that, all right, being that you're my girlfriend, I have to take care of you, look after you, even if it's not fully financially, but it's going to be emotionally. It's going to be everything else. So you basically signing yourself up for something. She never asked for it. And she'll always refer back to you wanting to be with her and not wanting her to be with you. I could promise you that would set the line for that relationship for the rest of that relationship. It's a big difference between that. And this is the reason why men propose. And that's a whole nother story. But in this case, that was his first mistake, is asking, can you be my girlfriend? And even worse, she denied it. And then after, I think that this guy, from the rest of the story, we would get into how this guy is and the things that he do. I think that she mentioned that she would like something like that, like a baseball game or something like that. And he came back later on and said, hey, she probably would say yes to this. And then that's why he asked her. I came to that conclusion for a reason, and you'll know it in just a bit. So she goes to him on that. he ends up making that his girlfriend. So success, right? Eureka. You asked her to be your girlfriend after you asked her on the date that she really didn't want to be with you. She just wanted to really go on the date. And then you ended up sealing the deal. You ended up making her your girlfriend. So you think that is a plus. You think that you did something. You think you Mac Daddy. You're not. They end up being being his girlfriend. Keep in mind, this is him asking again, which means that the relationship is basically based on you doing things for her. And she knows that. So everything is just you picking at her. Let me get this. Let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. Okay. They end up breaking up. These people those two end up breaking up. And when they broke up, they was living together, by the way, too. Let me add that on. And let me also add on, this man has some amount of money. Money could never unlame you. And women are not going to respect you more because you have money. You just a lame with money. So you could be broke and get plenty of women and have those women chase you. And you could be rich and get no women. Or if the women you do get, they just use you for whatever you got and just chew you up and spit you out. That's this guy. So although that was his girlfriend, although they lived together, although he was sleeping with her, he thinking he's doing something right. And that's what a lot of guys think, that being that you got what you call success in that relationship, which is actually failure in the long run, but what you call success in that relationship is that failure that he just didn't know, he didn't realize. So they end up getting to this relationship. That relationship lasted, I forgot how long. I can't remember, but it ain't too long. But that relationship lasted that long. They was living together. She ended up leaving that situation, moving out. Now, this girl that broke up with the guy is in a friend group. This is how I get this information. The girl that's in her friend group, and she just met her too, but the girl that's in her friend group, they have a group chat. So she's sending these things through the group chat. In the group chat, the guy sends her random gifts. This is random. I forgot how long ago they broke up. It was a while ago. I would assume a few months, weeks, or whatever it is. So he sends her gifts. The first gift that we're going to break down was flowers. Now, some people would say, all right, that's pretty generous for a man to send some woman some flowers. Okay. He sent her a bouquet of roses. Not one, 3. So now the girl is showing the group chat and the guys, whatever it is, where the flowers came from. So she's showing it. The flowers that he sent was about high 200s. So let's just call it $300 to make it math easy. So it's $300 for that bouquet of roses. He sent 3. So therefore he paid almost $1,000 on just roses. This is to get her back. She sent it in a group chat. This is what he sent me. I don't know if I should be creeped out. This is creepy. The guy that you were sleeping with, the guy that you were living with, you are now creeped out about for him sending you flowers, trying to get you back into a relationship. And this is why I say money can't unlame you. So if you're thinking, oh, I should go get back with my girlfriend, if she doesn't respect you and she doesn't really like you, she would say this is creepy when you make a nice gesture to her to try to even get her back in a relationship. It's creepy to send her flowers. Keep in mind, if she met a guy 2 days ago and she actually liked him and he sent her bouquets of flowers, she would just think it was romantic. It would be nothing creepy about that. Let's keep it going. That's just number one. So paying almost $1,000 for the flowers. The next gift, an iPhone. So he buys her a new iPhone, which is over $1,000. So he buy her. So now he's in a little over $2,000 for what he just bought her to try to get her back. The third one is the one that is the most annoying and what men should never, ever do. But we're going to get into that mistake very soon. So he buys her the iPhone. Now, my logic says you bought her an iPhone. You bought her a phone for her to talk to other guys. keep in mind, every way that you're communicating with her is through a phone. She doesn't talk to you no more. She ignores you. You buy her a phone for her to talk to other men because she's not talking to you anymore. And you're a big fool if you think that she's talking to no one. In fact, this is why guys should never ever do these simpy things for women, because they don't like you. If they liked you, you wouldn't have to do these things, right? Like, they'll tell you what they want and what they like straight up to your face. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The same girl, remember I said it was a friend group. In that friend group, one of the girls I know, so the one that's in her group chat that she's sending all this information stuff to and showing the group chat about, I know that woman. That woman went to let's call it a get together with them. They're in school. They go to a get together with them in a house or whatever it is. That woman said that girl came with a date. So the last time she seen that girl, she came with a date. She then said that the girl likes the guy. Like, she really likes the guy, but she doesn't know if the guy likes her. So not only is she ignoring you, not only is she just accepting things from you, the creepy stuff, and using you because you're a fool, she brings in another guy, guaranteed, if she likes him more than he likes her, he slept with her. And she's bringing him to get-togethers with her. She's not going to get together to go try to find another guy. She's going to get-togethers to show you off to her friends. How pitiful is that for you? But this guy, he doesn't know. In his head, he's thinking like, oh, this is the love of my life. She's all sweet and everything. And I'm going to send her flowers and I'm going to send her a phone. And this third thing that gets even more worse. So after that, and we figure out that this woman doesn't really like this guy. She's actually interested in somebody else. She's finding everything that you're sending to her to be creepy. Although she was living with you and being with you, she really must not like you. The third thing this guy does is create AI images, photo albums of them. Now, he takes what she likes. She likes, let's call it anime. She likes anime. So therefore, the AI pictures is made in an anime type of way. But it shows them together, her pregnant, them with kids, in a house, whatever it is. How ridiculous is that? She finds this to be creepy now. Kind of. And I'm going to get into her mindset in just a bit. But she finds this creepy now. Like, this is weird. Why would you do all of that and sit together? Then the guy is saying that, you know, we can have a family. This is all the stuff that he's sending through the text chain. We can have a family. The kids could have 3 different passports. I think he's from another country as well. And he has money, so he flies around. And she's from X amount of country, so they fly around, whatever it is. The kids can have 3 passports. We can have a home. I know you have allergies, so I will make sure everything is allergy free. We can have a big backyard. I will build you a, I think it was a gym. I think we're going to build a gym in the house. Once again, this guy has a little coin. So he's offering her everything that costs money and everything that she might like. However, she's still on the fence about it. This is the amount of stuff you have to do in order to get this woman's attention and for her to be around you. The other guy that she brought to the get-together had to do none of that. He didn't spend $1. In fact, she wants to bring him everywhere and tag him, come, can you please come with me? While he does none of that. To the point that she don't even think that he really likes her. But she really likes him. That's how pitiful that man is. But it gets a little bit deeper and it gets a little bit better than that. So now this woman is accepting this stuff from this guy. So although she's sending the pictures in the group chat, she's saying it's creepy. And the people in the group chat saying basically the next episode on You, if you know that TV show, with the crazy person stalking everyone. She's accepting it and still sending it in the group chat. She didn't throw it in the garbage. She wasn't fully disgusted by it. That means something. What could that possibly mean? That would mean that she's getting validation from this, because technically she could have just blocked him, get him out of there completely. However, he panders to her. And this is where the guys that do things like that, that pander, the ones that simp, and they think they're winning because they actually get the woman's attention to some degree. So they think, being that I got the woman's attention to some degree, I'm doing something right. Right? Wrong. So she'll take that attention. She'll take those gifts. She'll probably pop open that iPhone. And if he say, yo, I want my stuff back or anything like that, she'll gaslight him. That's why I can't be with you. And then they started arguing about petty stuff. Well, he started mentioning petty stuff that they argued about. Like, like, don't break it off now. When we just starting to get to know each other, we're growing, things of that nature. So it's like, why would you do that? Why would you put that in there, that you want to get back with her and we could fix the things that we had a problem with? And, I look at myself now, I'm better. So basically he blamed himself on everything that was going on, as if it was just only him. I can tell from the way this woman acts already, it was not only him. Keep in mind, this doesn't mean that he wasn't a dickhead. That just means that it wasn't only him. But in his brain, he has to fight to get her. Everything he do is just pandering to her. And she's taking all of that while she's getting her cheeks clapped by the other guy that's doing absolutely none of that. The money could never, ever unlame you. And that's a big part of the reason why you should not want to get back with women, because once a woman makes the rational decision in her mind to leave, she's made the rational decision in her mind to sleep with somebody else. They do not make that rational unless you're just so bad. And I'm not talking about normal. I'm not talking about a normal type of bad where you might have a little bad habit or whatever. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about so bad. I'm talking about down in the dumps. And to the point is, she can go with anybody and get better. When she could just go randomly in the street and just get anybody better than you. At that point. Unless it's like that, then it's a little bit different. Unless it's like that. She can rationalize sleeping with somebody else, it'll be no problem. But if you're a decent guy, just decent, you don't got to be perfect. If you're a decent guy and she can rationalize being with somebody else and sleeping with somebody else, that's the only time that she would actually make the decision to say, like, I'll get up and leave, because she feels that she could do better. She never feels that she could just be alone. She always feels that she could just do better. Once she makes that rationalization, it's over. It's done. So no matter if y'all got back together, whatever it is, I think it's stupid. It doesn't make sense, because y'all already broke up. She already slept with somebody else. If y'all was going to get back together, y'all should have never broke up. She would have been one dick or multiple dicks less, right? So what was the point of doing that? So for her to do that and you to accept it is just weird. That's something that a man should never, ever do. And you should never, ever even think about it, getting back with a woman that you broke up with that broke up with you, because it doesn't make sense. It's extremely pointless. And she doesn't really like you. And the only reason she would get back with you is if whatever else didn't work out. So if the other things, it's not like, oh, she met somebody with a lot of money that know how to make her laugh, that the sex was good, and now all of a sudden she's like, no, but his character, I really miss him, so I'm gonna leave that guy and I'm gonna get back with my ex. It don't go like that. What it goes like is that my ex was better than guy number 1, guy number 2, guy number 3 that I ended up being with. My ex was better than those guys. So therefore, I'm gonna just get back with my ex. That's the bubble that you're in when you're getting back with a woman. So it'd be foolish to go do that. And that's what this guy is going through when he's going back with this woman, or trying to get back with this woman and offering her any woman's dream. And she's still like, don't really want it. Don't really like it. And he gonna pander to her. And it's not until he man up and say, like, I'm gonna cut this woman off. I'm good. He go out there, I can guarantee if he just stop being a bitch and start and be a man, grow some balls, have some masculinity inside of you, even an ounce of integrity, if he has that and he goes out and he go lives his life, guarantee she'll come back and start looking for him and say, oh, you didn't really love me. She's gonna gaslight him. You don't really love me. I thought you wanted this, that, and third. I can guarantee you the script would flip. The only reason why she could play these games is because he moves like a fool.